All right, welcome to DeanBodi Show. DeanBodi Show. Hey, everybody, what's going on? How's it going? Hey, it's a Friday again. Hope everybody's doing good, having a great week. DeanBodi.com is the website. We got the links on there. One goes to the podcast, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get podcasts. Leave a nice 5-star rating and a nice review on the podcast on whatever platform you like. We're on all the platforms. That would be awesome. The numbers are going up every day. Thanks for your support during this. We're having so much fun coming at you daily because we know that life comes at you daily, not weekly and monthly over here at DeanBodi. So the other link, the social link, is on the website too. It'll get you over to the YouTube channel, DeanBodi space show, DeanBodi Show YouTube channel. The teasers are on there. Those are little short videos we do earlier in the day. Bodi's in all the teasers. You don't want to miss those. And the full-length video show that matches up with the podcast. Hey, man, those are on there too. Digest them any way you want. Audio, visual, we got it all dialed in over here, DeanBodi. And that being said, who's the best girl? Good girl, Bodie. Good girl. Good girl, Bodie. She's the best girl in the world. Oh, yeah. DeanBodi.com, 800-878-9698. Bodie hotline, Bodie fun line, the Bodie call-in at line. Bodie's waiting for you line. Bodie's saying, hey, why aren't you calling me? Why aren't you talking to me? Why don't you say something nice to me? I'm Bodie. I'm running the whole show. Come on, do it. So we can make it a feature on the show. Say your name, where you're from. Keep it simple. Hey, you want to talk about some kind of challenges you're going on in your life? You want to talk about something fun that happened to you? A little riddle, a little joke, a little zippity-doo-dah, a little sing-along? Why not? We'll sing it with ya. Oh, yeah. Good girl, Bodie. Good girl. Good girl, Bodie. She's the best girl in the world, yeah. Man, let me tell you something. We're going down some crazy roads today, and I cut my finger twice today. Oh, yeah. So what happened? Well, I'll tell you what happened. Some plants arrived from Pro Flowers that I ordered. I got some cool little plants for the house, change it up a little bit. Hey, some of them die, and you got to replace them. And it's nice having plants around. Hey, they're throwing out the oxygen in the air. They're saying, hey, I'm alive over here. You got to put a little water once in a while. And Bodie likes them too. So it comes in this crazy packaging, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have my little switchblade that I carry around with me when I walk Bodie around the neighborhood. Just you never know in case the zombies come. And I said, oh, let me take that out and let me cut away the wrapper and all this stuff. And some of the succulents, the smaller ones, came in this little square box, and they're kind of glued down on this little box. But I don't want them in the box, so I pop them out and separate them around the house. So I said, let's take the switchblade and pry them off the wood. And I'm doing it. I'm like, come on, Benchmark Knives, where I got the company that sent me the switchblade knife, or where I got it when I got at the ammo place when I purchased my firearm. And I'm prying it off. And whammo, I stabbed myself right in the finger. There's the boo-boo. Those of you that are just listening to the audio, well, you're going to have to come over to the YouTube channel, DeanBodi Show, to see the Band-Aid finger I'm holding up right now. And there's another one right behind it. So, whammo. I gave myself a nice puncture wound, and that just let me know that, okay, well, Benchmark, I guess your knives are sharp. Nice going. Oh, I can hear it already out there. Oh, look who just showed up, Mr. and Mrs. Perfect, who never makes a mistake. Hey, Millie.
Yeah. You hear what he did? He poked himself in the finger with the knife. And remember when you did that? That hurt, didn't it? Oh, wow, that was painful. And you know what? Everybody makes mistakes.
Don't look at me like you never made a mistake before. Sometimes, hey, I don't know, maybe subconsciously I wanted to stab myself in the finger, just because. Then I decided to open up the other package, and I took the same knife, and I opened it up just fine. Then I came around the circle one more time, and I started. I'm like, well, let me clean off the blood from the switchblade with an alcohol wipe. And I go ahead and wipe off with the alcohol wipe, and what do? Slice my other finger, cleaning the knife. Oh, yeah. We're on a roll today. They're little kind of cuts. Listen, that's why you have Band-Aids over here in the DeanBodi Haberdashery. And, hey, what is a haberdashery anyway? I got the name I love the word, first of all. Haberdashery, back in the day, used to be a place like a kind of an outpost back in the Western days, or even way before that, whenever. And they would go there and you got to feed your horses, or you want to show up, get a bowl of stew, get some things for the road, for the trail, for whatever, maybe some lodging or whatever, a haberdashery. So that's what DeanBodi we have over here. This is our little DeanBodi haberdashery way over here, Dallas, Texas. And we like our little haberdashery. I could say that word all day long. Hey, look up the word haberdashery just for fun today. Hey, I guess I could ask Alexa what it really means. Let's just give it a shot live. Hey, Alexa, what does haberdashery mean?
Haberdashery is usually defined as a haberdasher's shop. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for haberdashery.
There you go. A haberdasher's shop. That's kind of what we're talking about, except we like to spin it around a little bit and say, welcome to DeanBodi Haberdashery. So that being said, I got 2 cuts on my finger. The knife is sharp. Well, at least I know it's sharp now. And I love my little knives I got from Benchmade. And I went to Shoot Smart yesterday with the guy who's training me on the firearm and how to use it properly. He teaches the whole police academy. The guy's dialed in, retired officer, over 30 years. And this guy's showing me all kinds of stuff. The anxiety I get from going to this place is way over the top, because it's not like you're in this kind of like silent proof, your own little lane. People right next to you on the other side are firing off their cannons that they brought and all their machine guns and all this other crazy stuff. And you can't hear yourself think. And I'm jumping out of my skin every time until you finally, after 30 minutes maybe, to get into the groove of just the atmosphere and all this other stuff, and he's trying to explain this and do that and hold the grip better and line up your sights and do this and do that and go for the headshot. And this time he brought out some like human targets where somebody's like pointing a gun at you, and the guy looked like Glenn Fry from the band The Eagles. So that being said, sorry Glenn, but he did. So he puts it out there. And we're doing the human target and all that stuff. And I got to tell you, for just starting to do this, it's really kind of invigorating. I'm not that much of an aficionado. I'm not that into it, okay? I just want to be proficient so I have something at the house and I know how to use it properly. And, that's the most important thing to me. Yeah, there's other levels of training. Yes, we can go out to the field and I can chase around and hit targets and roll around on the ground like I'm over there and, I don't know, who knows, way over there and some war zone out there and then God knows where. Anyway, we're not that quite into it, but I want to be proficient, and I'm enjoying myself at the pace that I'm going at. And I'm much more comfortable knowing that he's training me the right way. And listen, when I do something wrong, he yells at me too, which is good. So anyways, that was a Shoot Smart, and the anxiety I get from that place is pretty over the top, but it's good pushing yourself. Get yourself out of your comfort zone. We talk about that when it comes to the anxiety. Okay, here we go. So when I talk to you about anxiety, those of you that are dealing with anxiety at a high level, I deal with it on a daily basis. I'm way better at it now than I ever was. And I dealt with depersonalization, derealization, where you have that visual haziness. And I went through that for years. And I go on and off of it still. But it's been a while since I've gone through one of those bad episodes. Or it hasn't been that long, actually. But they don't last as long as they used to. My point is, keep doing the right things, right? And so when I said get out of your comfort zone, I wanted to bring that up because I think last time I might have left that out as I put that on my list, because as I'm doing my own personal research, it's major. So 1, get the food right. The most powerful drug in the world begins with an F and ends with a D. Food. Get that dialed in. Secondly, live your life like you always do. Don't let this thing subdue you. Don't let it grapple you down to the ground. Don't let it say you're not leaving the house today. Don't give it that much energy. Even as hard as it is, do it anyway. Even if you go for a walk and go up to the mailbox and back, and if that's a big journey for you, as it was for me at one point in time, do it. Do it in small things, and little by little, that'll start to grow. But at least you're telling your mind and you're telling your nervous system you can do it, and you're rewiring it every time you do that. Number 3. Exercise is huge. You got to give that trapped adrenaline somewhere to go. That trapped adrenaline, that locked cogwheel of that fight or flight mechanism, you got to give it a reason to unlock. It takes time, so stay on it. Again, 1, the food is important. 2, live your life like you always do. 3, exercise. And number 4 that I have on the list right now, which is turning into one of the major players, is get yourself out of your comfort zone. Do something you've never done before. Start something different. Instead of getting wrapped up in that whole, just the basic stuff, I don't feel like leaving the house. I'm not comfortable socializing. I don't want this. I don't want that. Push yourself into doing something you haven't done yet. That will really rewire you, and that'll really let your nervous system know that you're learning something new, and you're going to make new neurological connections in the brain, which controls everything in the body. So get those things dialed in. So those are the 4 big ones, and that's major. So what I'm trying to say is, again, the food. Again, live your life like you always do. 3, exercise. 4, get yourself out of your comfort zone. And on number 5, there is a number 5. I don't want you to hang around negative people. Don't listen to negative people on YouTube saying that it's not going to go away. You just keep doing what I'm telling you to do. The big 5, write them down, put them on stickies around the house, and you keep moving forward. I'm telling you it's going to go away. Keep going. Don't put a time limit on it. Just stay on it. And it goes when it goes, but it will start to improve a little bit if you do the right things. If you don't get the right things dialed in, you're not going to get rid of it. That's all. Just listen to me. We're here to help you at DeanBodi. I'm dealing with it at a high level. We're telling you the truth over here. We're not here playing games. That's why I'm going to take you down another rabbit hole right now and give you a raw story what happened to me in California. We're going back over 20 years when I was on house arrest. What? What'd he say? Who? What? He was what? That's right. House arrest. They put me on because I had a DUI, and it was ridiculous. Way out in Riverside, Cal. I was living out in Palm Desert, and you would not believe the line of people waiting to get their little anklet house arrest bracelet on with all their little rules and all their little stuff. And you have little windows of time where you can go about your normal life. But if you go outside that time, it sets an alarm off, and they come and they pick you up and they take you to jail. So that being said, I was drinking back then. I was not behaving very well back then at all, dealing with high anxiety, addictions, prescription and all this stuff. It was really a dark place for me. That being said, the girl that I was dating at the time actually was getting a kick out of the bracelet. For some reason, she was looking at me as some kind of little bad boy, some guy who was like, wow, this guy, he's kind of on a little bit of a leash. He can't really. That being said, I'll let you fill in the blanks there, but the relationship didn't last very long. But for a little while, I kind of felt like a little of a tough guy, a bad guy. Anyways, I don't recommend it. So it was a little over the top with the punishment. So many people were getting put on these things. It was really like ridiculous. Like, do you want to keep tabs on everybody? Seriously? So the funny story about this whole thing is there is one. You're not supposed to get it wet or anything. So I'm home by myself, and I'm drinking quite a bit. And I walk outside the house on the wrong time and head down towards the pool area. And I was living in a real nice apartment complex at the time, had a real like Oasis style pool area with a hot tub and the whole thing, man. It was gorgeous. We're surrounded by the desert mountains. And as I was going down my last leg living there, I walk out, stumble out there, drunk as a skunk, all the way during the off times when I wasn't supposed to be moving around, all the way to the hot tub. And I got into the hot tub with the thing on my ankle. I totally forgot I was even wearing it. Needless to say, the alarm never went off. Needless to say, the thing didn't work properly. Needless to say, I got out of the house and I went into the hot tub and came back. And the next day I woke up and I realized what I did, and nobody came and picked me up. And that was a close one. Oh, yeah. So anyway, I got away with it. That's my thing. The bracelet came off. We move way past it, and you make mistakes in life, and that's how it goes. Hey, I'm sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Perfect, that you never make mistakes. We keep it real over here, DeanBodi. You don't like it? Get your own show. Hey, Emerald, right? You don't like it? Get your own show. Why do we season both sides? So both sides taste good. Oh, yeah. Good girl, Bodie. Good girl. Good girl, Bodie. She's the best girl in the world. Oh, yeah. DeanBodi.com is the website. Apple, Spotify, wherever you get podcasts. Leave a nice rating would be great. A nice review on any platform you got. The link will take you to the social DeanBodi Show YouTube channel. DeanBodi space show YouTube channel. All right. 800-878-9698. The Bodie hotline, the Bodie fun line, calling it line. Bodie's waiting for you to call line. Hey, Bodie's running the show. She loves hearing from you. Oh, who's calling now? Oh, it's Mikey. Mikey's calling from Newark, New Jersey. Who's calling now? Sally? Well, Sally's calling. Sally's calling from Scottsdale, Arizona. Oh, look who it is. It's Michael. Michael's calling over there from, he's calling from France. Welcome to the DeanBodi Show. All right. Let's see what's going on at DeanBodi. We don't want to shortchange anybody at DeanBodi Show. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay, da-da-da, it's a wonderful day. We go through things in life, keep on going, keeping moving forward, zippity-doo. So, we got going on here, look, the plant delivery we talked about, the Shoot Smart, hey, the Haberdashery, and listen, oh man, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. Simple as do, re, mi, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me, girl. Hey, Alexa, play ABC by Jackson 5.
ABC by Jackson 5 on Amazon Music.
Alexa, stop. So Bodie's been hanging out and bringing some friends on the show, and, Eddie the elephant decided to show up. All right, and Mikey the moo cow is here. Hey, look who it is. It's Bodie's friend, Harry the horse. She's got a friend, the dog, down the road. I think her name is Elizabeth. And, what can I tell you? We're having fun over here. And, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. And we're having a great time over here, DeanBodi. Now, listen, we got something going on over here because we're leading the charge in season 2 here. Remember that in the month of August. Oh, yeah. We're over out here in Dallas, Texas. All right. And we're starting the new hockey game. Season's coming up. Woo! So, Alexa, what's the joke of the day?
Sometimes people ask me if I speak lizard. I don't, but iguana learn someday.
Oh, yeah! Does she speak lizard, but iguana learn someday? Oh, well, that's a good one because I was watching a documentary today about the planets. And Bodie and I were watching these Komodo dragons were ripping these beasts to shreds. I was like, man, I had to change the chapter. Speaking of lizards and iguanas, Bodie and I are taking our adventure all around the planet with these high-def DVDs. I highly recommend them, not just for the learning, the visual, and the high-def is just so awesome to look at. Way too cool. We're having way too much fun over here, DeanBodi, because we got good girl Bodie, good girl Bodie. She's the best girl in the world. Oh, yeah. I found a reason to use my ice scraper. Yes, I have an ice scraper for some reason. Bodie and I went out to one of the dog carnivals one time over here at the dog park, and they had all kinds of little exhibits, and they were giving away this and that, and it was cold time of the year, and they had these little ice scrapers. And I noticed in my freezer today, some of the ice was kind of icing up around the edges. I'm like, hey, let's just use the ice scraper and go around the edge. It wasn't really necessary, but I gave myself a reason to use it. So I used the ice scraper today. We stabbed myself in the finger a couple times. We keep moving forward. That's why you have Band-Aids. That's why you got to stock up your haberdashery and keep moving down the road. Listen, we're coming at you daily, DeanBodi. Thanks so much for everything. And we know that life comes at you daily, not weekly and monthly. Let's keep going. Let's keep this thing rolling. Thanks so much for all your support again. We're going to talk at you tomorrow. Remember, DeanBodi.com. Oh, yeah.